Hi there, this is Janice. So I learn best by teaching, and I teach best when I'm learning. And I don't really know how to express what I want to teach or talk about today. I feel like it's very authentic if I just do it afraid, if I just turn on this and just talk. Because I really don't know sometimes what I'm feeling or why. And I'm not sure if others can relate, but I'm sure somebody could because it's a natural thing. I guess a couple of things that have been on my mind lately has been overthinking. I overthink everything. I always think I have to have it together, and if I don't have it together or I don't have it scheduled or if I don't have even spontaneous moments, just like unscheduled but scheduled, I have my own expectations and I want them to happen the way that I want it to, and life doesn't happen that way. So I think I'm learning in this season to try to let go, to surrender what I know belongs to God that doesn't belong to me. I can make my plans, but I have to be okay with Him changing them. And awkward cat in the background, sorry. It always seems like there's never a good time or always the right time. Is it either one or the other? I guess a lot of the overthinking comes from being unable to control our lives. I know, at least for me. When things are going crazy or just feeling overwhelmed, or maybe you schedule too many things or maybe not enough things, or maybe you get caught up in your kids and all their activities or school and all your homework, or what am I supposed to do after college, or how am I supposed to learn this in this amount of time, and how am I supposed to grow up but nobody wants to grow up. If you do, man, it's really not all cracked up the way it should be. But there's so many feelings and emotions and things that come with that. And sometimes we don't fully understand it ourselves because we're complex people with complex minds and emotions, and the soul and the spirit inside us is always constantly at war with the physical world and flesh and society and culture and all, trying to keep up with everything. And how do we let it go? How do we learn to trust when there's not a lot of trustworthiness in the world? There's so many people willing to hurt you or to scam you or to just take your joy. There's always somebody willing to steal something from you or take something from you that you just don't even have anything left to give. And yet most of us still hold hope and still have love and still have joy and still have peace and comfort in knowing that there's going to be something out there, someone, we find hope in all the things and we try to fill our voids, but the only one that can fill our void and the only one who can give us hope is Jesus. And I know that that's a hard concept for many because there's many people who don't want to even touch religion. And hey, I don't either. I don't like religion. I don't consider loving Jesus to be religion, although that's what the world has made it. The world has created religion from a relationship. Just like the world has created and culture has created the Love is Love movement, that you can Love anyone, anything, in any style you want. And love is love. But the context of love is what the world makes it. We can love, there's lots of different types of forms of love, just like there are a lot of different types of grief. There's a lot of different types of anything that you think of. I don't even really know where to go from here other than to say that so much has been on my mind of like, okay, I'm trying to keep up with my life. I'm trying to follow God. I'm trying to work, but sometimes my body doesn't want to work. Sometimes I'm in pain. Sometimes I'm grieving things that I didn't even know I was grieving. Sometimes I just want to have it all together and I just don't. And I know that many can relate to that. But I also don't know how to move forward other than, okay, God, like, I'm here. I'm listening. I don't get it right all the time. And I know that you don't expect me to. But how and who needs to hear that they're not alone in that? There's so many times where I want to be willing to teach and I want to be willing to be vulnerable, but again, it comes down to, do I have the mental or emotional or physical capacity of all the things that go along with that? And while it doesn't seem hard for someone who grew up and didn't talk, now I love to talk, and sometimes it's hard for me to express myself the right way. And so I guess I just want to say that you're not alone, if that's you too. It's been a ride. I've been awkward most of my life, and if you know me, I'm pretty much still awkward. I think I've gotten a little better, but I guess the whole point of where I'd like to end with this video is we can be unprepared or feel unprepared, but that doesn't mean that God hasn't given us everything we need to use what we have already. So we can feel unprepared for a specific task, but God has given us everything we need to continue and to put out there by using what we have right now. It's emotions, it's feelings, it's uncertainty, it's sometimes feeling unworthy, it's sometimes just not making sense, and that's okay. It's okay not to know, and it's okay to struggle, and it's okay to have feelings, but to know that you should not stay there. You do not need to stay in your feelings, because feelings are temporary, circumstances change, and anything can change in an instant. And so I hope that this encourages somebody, because sometimes it's just helpful to know that you're not alone. Sometimes our expectations give us grief because we're grieving the things that we wanted to happen the way we wanted it to happen. And sometimes God wants to grow us through it. You know, He wants to teach us, and He wants us to ask Him to be a part of it with us, because He does go with us everywhere. He's with us everything. And so overthinking, grief, love, culture, society, like, no matter what you're going through or how you're going through it or what your circumstances or what your situation is, God still loves us so much, and He's here the whole time. But are we listening? Are we being still? Are we trusting? Are we even attempting to? Are we wallowing and dwelling on our feelings? Or are we going to open up and speak up and say, hey, it's okay not to have it together. But Lord, I need you. I need you, and I need you now, and yesterday, and every day forward. He's always been there. He always will be. And the things that we're going through right now are preparing us, training us, and He's teaching us how to rely on Him. He's teaching us how to get through it so that we can help somebody else. He's building our tests so that we can have a testimony. He's giving us a mess so we can bring a message. We are not by accident, and we are not a coincidence. I don't know who needs to hear that, but word, you need to listen to that, man. So He is preparing us, He's teaching us, and He is always with us. So my reflection question for the end here is going to be, where will you choose to grow? Are you going to trust? Are you going to allow Him to do what only He can? What's the alternative? I hope that this helped somebody, maybe just me. This was spirit-led, and I wish you the best of luck. And if you are struggling, if you need someone to talk to, if you feel, I don't know, anything, or if this blesses you, please send a comment, a like. I'll put the email in the description below. You are never walking life alone, and nobody should walk alone. So if you do need help, please reach out. I'd be happy to respond. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.